You. What it do? What it do? What's good? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I know. What's good, cousin? What up? Today not gonna be a too long stream, but we're streaming on IG, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. IG, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. So let's get to it. Start this thing. First video we got is some ASU one-on-ones a couple weeks ago. It's found it on YouTube. We're gonna watch that thing together, break it down together. But let's get to it. All right, so good. Sounds good. Everything's good. I just got off a game. How'd it go? We're doing all right, cousin. We're doing all right, Walt. How you doing? Reason was good. Bet. Let me know if this sounds crazy or anything. So right here, all I would say is seeing the hip drop, moving laterally, kind of crossover right here, but still not bad. We just got to see the hip drop. Our eyes are a little too high. See it drop so we can react a little bit quicker. Not bad, though. We lost, but our strap. Okay. Tristan was good. Oh, I gotta go here. Hold on. Make sure. No sound. Do you hear me on TikTok? I lowered the sound on the video itself. I don't want the sound of it, but do you hear me? Just let me know if you hear me. Y'all hear me on IG? Okay, bet. Good. All right. How can I get better with no wide receiver? How do I get better with no wide receiver? Technique. Working on the technique. Work on the technique, right? Finding ways to be consistent in your technique, right? It's a different. It's different when you know the technique, but when you could be consistently working the technique and making sure that you're disciplined by doing it, right? Understand when to use this technique, when to not, when and mixing up your technique and everything. Have a different type of technique in your bag. Obviously you want to work on the normal things, staying square in your pedal, right? Not taking any wasted step out of your brakes, all that stuff. But like you also want to have different type of press technique in your bag. You want to make sure that you know how to catch technique, know when to catch technique, know when to use this your certain press technique like shock and control, right? Inch back technique, all that stuff. So you gotta work that technique. So you don't even need to have a receiver. Once you work on the just knowing the basics of the technique, and then you can work on having a partner just walk it, so you can be consistent on it, right? You know when to use this, know when to shoot your hand, know when to kick step. It's all just knowing it, reacting, and just letting your technique take control, right? A lot of times we react, but we forget about our technique. You want to make sure when we reacting, we stay disciplined with our technique, So just work on your technique on air. That would make a huge difference, right? Slow it down, slow it at a pace that you know that you can understand and work on getting better, right? And then from there, just keep building from there. How do I get better on playing the ball? So, see, this is the thing. When it comes to one-on-ones, like it's not necessarily you can't just work on your ball skills when you're on one-on-ones. It has to be from doing drills, right? Just working on just attacking the ball at the highest point, timing your jump, knowing when to jump, right? Putting yourself in situation to know, all right, I'm in great position to lean and locate, go up for the ball. I know I'm in bad position, so I can't lean and locate. I have to play the receiver's hands, right? So a good thing, a good drill is just working, have a partner, just give you a slight release, boom, you're walking, somebody throwing the ball. You're hip to hip with them, you're in phase with them, you locate the ball, right? Now you can work on that lean and locate, attack the ball at the highest point. So that's right there is going to help you obviously know, okay, I know when I'm in great position to look for the ball, lean and locate, but also I know when I can go up at the highest point and attack the ball, right? Don't just go in one-on-ones and you see the ball and then, because when you're in one-on-ones, a lot of DBs, when they're in great position, the ball is in the air, they start panicking. So you got to slow it down and work your way so you get comfortable in that situation. And that's going to be a lot of drills. A lot of drills that you're working on. Your lean and locate, attacking the ball at the highest point, knowing when you're in phase, out of phase, all that stuff. And then you just got to keep doing it consistent. And then always work on attacking the ball. It's going to be hard at first because you might mistime your jump. You might be here, but you just got to keep going. So now you'll get comfortable in that situation, and then it's better. You know what I'm saying? And then you get better and better, and then it becomes easier when you're in a game, when you're one-on-one, because it's all confidence, and you build confidence in it as you work it. All right, hold on. How can I train not losing balance when running and breaking? When running and breaking, you're losing balance when running. So ideally, it could be just your running mechanics, your pedaling mechanics, right? How you pedal. You know, and then if you're taking multiple steps or you're stepping out of your frame and out your brakes, that could be it. So ideally just work on the technique that you're doing. So if you're pedaling too high or you're pedaling with your leaning back or you're pedaling on your heels, that's gonna cause you to lose balance, right? When you're running on your heels or you're running too forward or that's gonna cause you to lose balance. When you step out your frame, when you're getting out your brakes, you're going to lose balance. So those little things that you guys just tweak, that's going to help you. I appreciate it. Locked up today on my game. Got beat. Okay. Hey, just learn from it. You just got to learn from that rep and then, keep going, right? Just learn from that rep. Make sure you don't make the same mistake again. Yes, sir. Love the videos. Got my first interception. Yes, sir. That's what's up, cousin. To generalize, what do QB reads pre-snap? And how can the safety benefit? So it depends on the situation, depends on the coverage, right? And depends where you at. So QB read really is tough for safety just because of where you're lined up at. Obviously if you see the ball presented, the quarterback, he's going to his quick game, he's going to point to one side of the field. That's quick game, right? So here, boom, catch, throw. Turn right there. I'm ready to throw the ball. Catch, throw. So it's more beneficial for the corners. As for safety, as your main drop is you're here in the middle of the field, you see him dropping back, straight back. Now that's going to help you understand, okay, deep routes. Okay, now you got to know where your nearest threats is at. The two slot guys who play middle of the field. So as you're dropping back, you're reading the QB, his shoulders is going to tell you where he wants to throw the ball. He points his shoulder here. You want to look, take a peek at what routes is over there that's going to attack you there. He points the shoulder the other way. You want to peek, look at routes where he's going to go, that's going to attack you from there. As he's doing that, you can just weave there, right? Don't just break there immediately because we're breaking on the long arm action as safeties. So weave towards it, take a peek. Okay, a seam route coming this way, boom. Seam route coming this way, boom. That route ran out. Nothing's coming up from that side. Let me look over here. That's my nearest threat. I'm going to work over there. You know what I'm saying? Whew. Still watch all your old videos. Help me improve. Yes, sir. That's what's up. That's what's up. Appreciate you, cousin. How to make plays when you leak. To generalize. Okay, got this. So that's how to make plays when you lead QBs. Don't throw near the receiver. At the end of the day, you can't do anything about that, cousin. You know what I'm saying? If the quarterback ain't throwing, you can't, you know what I'm saying? You just got to do your job. The plays will come when it comes. Just take advantage of it. All right. How do I get better at not getting beat on the releases? Staying square, eye discipline. Staying square, moving your feet laterally, shooting your hands, kick step, right? There's lots of videos on the YouTube channel, Trey. When you do that, check it out. Best DB tips and tricks for press man. I got a couple press man tips, but it's just all eye discipline, right? Don't line up too close that you can't move your feet and mirror the release. A lot of DBs, when they're impressed, they line up way too close and they don't give themselves space to mirror. They're too close and instantly they shoot their hand, then their footwork is all off, right? Uh, use your quick, Wavy, Drew. Use your quickness, right? Give him a move, then get hands on him, right? The biggest thing for if you're going against a big receiver trying to block you, you don't want them to get their hands on you first. You have to get their hands on them, or you got to avoid them and stack them immediately. So you want to either work half the man, boom, boom, dip and rip, right? Or you attack the block, give him a move, make him think you're going inside, so he turns. Then you get hands on him and then get off the block. How to communicate effectively when on the pitch. Like we're talking about pre-snap reads. What are we talking about? Do you honestly, I like peer stepping more. I just use. It depends on the situation when I feel like using the motor technique or peer step. Really, so it's more of I don't necessarily have a technique that I like more than the other one. It's just a technique that I'm more comfortable doing at a situation. That makes sense. Like I would motor if the guy's off the ball just to create a new line of scrimmage so I could be patient a little bit longer, right? So I can meet him at a point. If he's on the ball and I feel like this receiver's not really that good, I can really dominate him and press, I might peer step a little bit so I can stay square a little bit longer to get hands on him, right? So it's all different type of press technique I'm using towards the receiver, the situation, and stuff like that. I really need help tackling. I'm 6'1", 160, fast and good technique. Played a receiver previous this season, so my tackling mechanics are bad. I got a video on that. Make sure you watch that video, Tyler, but on the YouTube channel. But honestly, tackling, guys, it's all mental, guys, right? You got to hit with your shoulders first. A lot of DBs, a lot of people just reach to make tackles. If you're going to reach to make tackles, you're not going to put yourself in position to make the tackle. Reaching, he's going to break through the arm tackles. You got to go low target tackle, hit with your shoulders, then wrap and drive, right? I always tell guys, take an extra step. When you think you're close enough, take another step. Because when you take another step, you bring that more momentum going and you bring that power with you. So now you actually hit, you take an extra step, drive, and then you can finish the tackle easier, right? It's not gonna, once you think about going and then you stop your feet and try to reach, you lost all your momentum. The power's done because you stopped your feet and you're reaching, right? So you got to take the extra step. Try to get as close as possible to him. Take the extra step, drive through the tackle, and keep going. Yeah, mentality, it just got to go, right? You just got to go. You got to find a technique that works for you in tackling, and you go, right? Don't hesitate. Just go. Trust what you see. Be confident that you're going to make the play. Oh, we got a lot of questions. Hold on. Let's go. Hey, Coach, right now I'm JV and the corners on VARs are D1 and they are both juniors, so next year they'll be VAR again. Should I transfer to get more PT and VAR or should I just wait? That is yours. I can't. That's a decision you're going to have to make, cousin. You got to understand, are you going to be able to rotate? Or did he just start, they just going to play the whole game? Like, you got to talk to the coach about it, like how he feels about it, if you could rotate, or potentially maybe if you switch to, maybe safety for that year, and then the following year go senior, or your senior year, you back to corner. There's a lot of options you could do, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta see. You gotta know your situation. You gotta talk to your coach about it. I obviously don't talk to your coach about transferring, but just be like, hey, like, coach, do you think I'll be able to, rotate in or potentially start? Are you going to have a fair chance to fight for a starting position? All that stuff. All right. Just got to practice technique. Practice technique. Keep your chest over your toes. Move your feet. Stay within your frame. All right. All right. All right, so right here, just watching this receiver run his route, you could tell he's setting something up. Boom, boom, getting tall, getting tall, getting tall right here. His stride is shortened, setting it up, right? Stay square, keep your eyes down. You will be able to read the wide receiver's body language, right? All right, right here, our feet, boom. Eyes looks like it's too high. Miss with the hand, right? We want to use the offhand. Now we out of position. It's crazy how, like, you guys got to understand how important it is to do your work early. If you do your work correctly early, you're going to put yourself in a better position to make a play down the route toward at the end of the route, right? But if you mess up early, you're already playing catch up. Now the technique's out the window. Now you're just running, right? So understand how important it is to really work on your press technique, really work on staying square, moving laterally, shooting the right hand, kick stepping, because all that is going to help you be in great position when the receiver's running his route, all right? Not bad. Okay, not bad. Now, all I would say, you know what I'm like, we always keep it real here. All right, so we're good hand here. Let's actually slow. Let's go back to the beginning. Stay square. Okay, I will add a kick step. See how you kind of open the gate right there? Add a kick step a little bit more, 45, so we widen him more, right? But we're still in great position, all right? Still in great position. Now, we got a hand here. Now transition a hand down so we can, because now we know it's a fade. We don't need to hold this because, you know, them zebras, you know, they going to call this every time they see something like this, right? We're in great position. Lean and locate, go make that play, right? Once we know the route, let's go beat the receiver, right? What are ways to go against a really fast receiver? All right, so fast receivers, right? Obviously, you can adjust your alignment a little bit. You know, instead of being pressed at 1 yard, you could be at 1.5 yards. All right, you still want to work your technique. Your technique is going to help you regardless. Now, you want to work to stay on top of the route if you're going against a fast receiver and press. So, is this a slight little change up? Work on staying on top of the route so you can break down when he breaks anything. You can stay on top when he's going for a vertical route. And then when you're playing off man, still same thing. Stay square, pedal. Yes, you might speed up your pedal a little bit, right? You might open up a tad bit earlier, right? Instead of 2 yards, 2.5, you might open up at 3 yards if you're going against a fast receiver. And you want to open up to stay on top. That's the biggest thing. Just trying to stay on top of the receiver, especially fast receivers, right? So you can stay in phase longer. And obviously, you know, when you're hip to hip with a receiver, hitting his hip, right? Hitting his hip, hitting his hand as you're running with him, that's going to slow him down. How do I guard a comeback? Do I go for a breakup or make sure I make the tackle? So, the 5-10-15 rule, right? So as you're running with the receiver, hip drop. If hip drop at 5 yards, we know short routes, quick game. 10 yards, intermediate routes, so that where he's breaking for the dig, the corner, the post, right? Those are the intermediate routes. 15 yards, majority of the routes, at 15 yards are either a fade or a comeback. If his hip drop at 15-ish yards to 15, 18, around that area, if it don't drop, we know it's a fade. If it drop, we know it's a comeback. We break to the upfield shoulder. So we break to the upfield shoulder. So as we're breaking towards the receiver, if it's a double move and he turns up, we're in great position to collision route and run with him. If he continues to run the comeback, we're still in great position. We're taking a good angle to make the tackle as we take a peek to see if, hey, can I slip the hip and go make the play? Or am I going to be beat? So as you're breaking, you're taking a good angle, you closing the space, you take a peek. Oh, I can slip the hip. Boom, go make the play. Oh no, the ball's coming too fast. I don't think I make it. All right, just play through the receiver's hands. Put you in great position for that, and also put you in great position to make the tackle. This is ASU, Arizona State. When you're running with a man on a fadeaway, do you look inside or outside? So it depends on the tech. So depends on the situation, really. So like goal line situation when it's a fade, I like to look man turn. So I look towards the receiver because I know that we're using the sideline and end line as help. But if I know it's a down the field and I'm in great position in hip to hip with the receiver, I might zone turn, right? Keep the receiver on my hip, feel him, zone turn, go make the play. What up, Davo? What's good? I'm gonna send you some clips to your IG. I was working. Okay. Yeah. Send me some clips, Davo. My fault. Mr. Comment. Be bet first year playing DB. Always had that question. Appreciate. Yeah. Hey, Brandon. Make sure to just check out our YouTube channel. Check out our YouTube channel. It got a lot of defensive back tips and tricks that's gonna help you be great, right? So definitely check that out. Is Oki hard to guard a fast read that has to run? Yeah, it is. So it's a lot to it, guys. Though, like, know where the receiver lines up at, right? He's wide. Right? He's wide. Expect something inside, all right? That's where film come in, right? When you study your opponent, watch your film. Where did he align at when he's running the slant? That's all that stuff plays a huge part, right? All right. Not bad right there. Now, this is the only thing I'll say. See, right here, see what the receiver has to do. Push off a little bit. As soon as you feel his hand get extend, hit it down, pull yourself back in. Hit it down, pull yourself back in. Don't just hit it down and get that separation. Pull yourself back into play. Right? He still got to hit that hand down. You looking for the ball, like honestly, in this situation, this is where you got to be a little savvy, right? You looking for the ball, you feel his hand, pull his hand down, and put yourself back into play, and then attack the ball at the highest point. You're looking at the ball, right? The referee's not, you're looking back for the ball. The referee's not going to call. If you're doing this and not looking for the ball, he might call it. But since you're looking back for the ball, and you got his hand like this, pull it down. Pull it down, pull yourself back in. Right? Now you can be in better position to make the play on the ball. Does your stance still have to be staggered when pressed? No. You don't. I like it to be square, right? I want my stance to be square and press, right? Or not. I've only had staggered stance and off man. Yeah, staggered stance is off man, square, and press. My homie takes inside and hit me with an outside, then go back in, and it just don't make sense. So, yeah, just being patient. That's where that kick step come in. You're probably not kick stepping. You're probably crossing over your feet, and he goes back inside. If you kick step, once he go back in, boom, you're in great position to get your hand on him. Our feet right here. Our feet, watch. No kick step. Trail technique, though. Finish that. I think that's it for the ones, is it? That might be it for the ones. Alright, then we're going to watch some destroying real quick. Oh, I got to pause that one, don't I? Oh, this is not. I thought this was. Oh, there you go. I was about to say they're not doing them. Here we go. to not cross my feet, so I always stay square. But it might be your eyes. All right. It might be your eyes. You just not reacting quick enough, or it might be just your eyes not being disciplined, right? Oh my gosh. Eyes. I'm not gonna lie. These dudes look very stiff. I don't know if I want to watch this one. I really don't want to watch. They look very stiff. Running the routes, covering. This is not gonna be beneficial for us guys. I'm sorry. I ain't about it. Let's watch a different one. Let's watch a different one because it's that's bad. Brazilian Kingpin. Should we watch that one or should we watch this one? I think we watched. Did we watch this one? Let's watch this one. What tech should I use for when I have deep thirds? Should I pack pedal then? Depends. If you wanna bail, you could press bail. If that's actually good right here, good rep. If you want to, you could press bail. You could backpedal, open up a little bit earlier, such as a zone coverage. Is all what you're comfortable with. As long as you get you protect your deep third, you're fine. Kick, shoot the hand. I would have shot the hand right there, but still in great position. Lean, locate. He didn't lean right there. He just put. Look, this is good right here. All right, now get in phase, get in his circle, right? What I tell you, when they start to push, swipe it down, pull yourself back in. Look at that. Like for press, do I always have my eyes on wide receiver till ball comes off, or is that man? You gonna have to I don't know. You're gonna clarify that question, cousin. Are you saying just keep your eyes on the receiver the whole time? Like you gotta remember, you just on the 5, 10, 15 rule, 5, 10, 15 rule. Just remember that 5, 10, 15 rule, right? As soon as the hip drop and he breaks, break with the receiver, then you should just naturally just know when to look for the ball, right? If he breaks 5 yard out, boom, you break. You're in good position. You're on the upfield shoulder. You could take a peek for the ball. If you're not in phase with him, don't look back for the ball, right? 10 yards, he breaks. Once he breaks his route, you're on his hip. Once you read in his body language, he starts to look back for the ball. You feel the receiver, you can look back for the ball, right? It's 15, not a comeback. It's a fade. That's when you get into that lean and locate. You're in great position. Lean, locate, go make the play. It's like right here. He's not in great piece. He's not in the best position. He's beat right here, so he doesn't look back. He tries to close the space. So now he's gonna play the receiver's hands, right? As he's slowing down. Not bad playing the receiver's hands. Yes, sir, cousin. He's out of there. He's out of there. Oof. Let's see. Let's see where he messed up at. Shot the wrong hand. That's like, guys, something that little could put you in a bad situation, right? We got to be disciplined in our technique because it just puts you in a bad situation at the end. Okay, yeah, yeah. Just one day at a time, brother. Ooh, good finish. One day at a time. It's you just gotta keep learning, keep working, be consistent in your work, right? And then obviously sub to the YouTube channel if you haven't. Watch our videos. That's gonna help you a lot. I'm telling you. Good. Play his hands. Ooh. You want to use the step away towards away from your leverage, really. Now it's not necessarily mandatory. Like you gotta find the footwork you're comfortable with. This is not bad right here. He held him a little bit too much, but not bad. So you want to like if I'm inside leverage in a pier step. Who the heck is calling me? Summer 10. If I'm inside leverage with a pier step, right? I'm using my outside foot to do the pier step. Some people do use the inside foot. That don't feel comfortable for me. I like to use that my outside. Like, why would I take another step inside if I'm already inside leverage, right? I would like to use my outside leverage, right? So I can actually push if he goes vertical. I can push if he goes out. You know. I like this contour. Team Island DB page. We put a lot of, you know, DB tips and tricks to help improve young athletes, improve their game. That's what we do. Appreciate it. Appreciate you tuning in, Mr. B. Yeah, so we do this. I try to do this consistently, but I'm coaching this season, so it's hard to continue to do it all throughout the season. But whenever I get the chance, I definitely like to stream. I just put out information to help DBs, get better, and find ways to improve their game. Appreciate it. I appreciate the follow, Mr. B. His eyes was all over the place on that one, guys. I coach at a high school in Arizona. That's what I do. I played college. I played my professional stint for a little bit. But yeah, and I just love the game. I just try to give advice on things that help me. This is better right here. This is actually a lot better. That rep right there is a lot better. No, 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 no. Island is not my name. The island is not in my name. Is Island in your name a team for being on? Yes. Yes. So Team Island. So basically, it started off with I. My IG name is One Man Island. I got one because I wore number one in college, man. And then Island, the reason it's spelled EYE is just because it's different from ISLAND, right? So it still sounds the same. So I just want to be unique. And then Team Island, it was just like, all right, team, like the DB team, right? This is us. So us as a team, we're gonna protect the island. We're gonna find ways to dominate our island. So that's why it's called Team Island, because this is a community for DBs. That's why it's called Team Island. That's what happened. That's how I started with the name. Out of there. Oh, we gotta finish that though. What are tips for shaking off rust? Learn from your mistakes, right? Make sure you learn from it. Don't just dwell on it, be like, damn, I messed up, blah, blah. Actually learn from your mistakes. Do the corrections for your mistakes and move on from it. Don't sit there and you can't do anything. You can't control the past. You gotta move on. Watch film, move on, get better. Right? You just gotta keep moving. And it's one of those things where it's like you learn from it, make sure it don't happen again. How do you make sure it don't happen again is you do corrections on the mistakes. So you look at what you did wrong. All right, what did I do wrong? Oh, I didn't stay square. This week I'm working on staying square in my back pedal. This week I'm working on opening up on time. This week I'm working on kick stepping. That's how you're gonna learn from that mistake. But if you just look at it, oh, I didn't kick step, but you don't do anything to correct yourself back out, right? You don't do anything to correct yourself, it's not going to do anything, right? That's how you're going to shake off rust. Shake off rust, being consistent and working. You don't want to get to a position where you're rusty, right? You got to be consistent in your work. That's going to help you. So the more you're consistent in it, the easier it is for you to we got to make that play. The easier it is for you to be disciplined in your technique, stay consistent in your technique, then no rustness in your game. Obviously, if you're injured, that happens. You're going to have to just work your way back to getting that. But you got to work your way back to being back to where you eat. It's obviously rust is going to be part of the game, but you're just working back to it, finding ways to still work on your game while you're hurt. Either watching film, either doing things at 50%, 30%. That's going to help you. What's good, cousin? I'm doing good, money. Appreciate you, money. Coach, you had a stick in... I don't know what you mean by that, money. I had a stick in college. I was in the video. Oh, where? Did we pass you already? Always? Get to the hip. Get to the hip. Play the hands. I bet. Ooh. Yeah. That's that unfortunately that's something you can't control, right? You just got to take advantage of when the opportunity comes. Take advantage of that opportunity, money. I went against the winner first round, bad tech heat, and he completely avoided the press and ran. Damn. Still, you got there, man. Where Ocho? Where event is this? This is I think is this Alabama? Was it Alabama? I think it was out. Yeah, Alabama. Catch with your eyes, motion. Always tell guys, catch with your eyes. Attacking the ball at the highest point, finish with your eyes. If you're dropping passes, if you're not in position to make plays, get to the receivers. Oh, this is actually a good rep. Very good rep. Hold on, DJ. DJ, on the replay. Patient, staying square, kick. Seeing the hip drop, hip. Protecting your leverage, deny. Oh, yeah. That's a good rep. OTB was best there. Yeah, you got to get that back. Got to get that back. Oh, now, when I say stick, it means the number one jersey. That's what we call it in Florida. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's crazy. I learned something new, money. Yeah, I had number one. My retro junior and senior year in college. I was 31, 10, and 1. Those are my numbers in college. Ocho and T.O. need to go score. Facts. Timing is not necessarily timing a QB pass. It's just reacting to the receiver. If you react, unless you're playing zone, if your zone is a little bit different, right? You got to protect your zone, but you still want to be in position where you can see the receiver and read the QB. So that means you got to get enough depth, right? Got to get enough depth so you can do both. If you're a man, you're just reacting to your man, and you're breaking whenever he goes at everything. Zone, you're reacting to the routes in your zone. So, right? So if you have deep thirds, something goes in immediately. If something's going vertical from number 2, you got to squeeze to number 2 because that's still your zone, right? Hold on. Shorty, I appreciate the sub, the follow, cousin. Welcome to Team Island. Make sure to follow us on IG, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch. Sub to YouTube channel if you haven't. All right, appreciate you, cousin. Yo, what up, Blue? What's up, What up, Sports Edit? I played it. Yeah, I played at University of Maine, D1 Double A, FCS. Played there. Yeah. Tips for tall, skinny DBs with long arms, kind of built like so. I was gonna. Got a video for you. Go check out the video on the YouTube channel. Tips and tricks for tall and short DBs. Actually, that video explains a lot. It's hard to just say it, but ideally you want to use your length. Pause. Right? Wow. You want to use your. You want to use your. I don't even know how to say this without. Damn. You want to use your wingspan. All right, you want to use your arms, right? So you're gonna adjust your leverage. Adjust your alignment. That's the biggest thing, right? And your footwork is gonna be key because now when you're in great position, you shoot your hand. That's just gonna make him go wider, go further, right? But yeah, definitely check that video out, Shorty, on the YouTube channel. All right, Uno versus Zero. I'm taking that stick every time. Yeah. Low key, I ain't gonna lie, Zero look tough though. I ain't gonna lie, Zero does look tough, but one as a DB, that's cold. Zero is like a safety or a linebacker at Zero. Then you like, oh damn, okay, this dude tough. Have you ever watched DB? Yeah. Of course. So Motion, you said as a safety. All right, so the biggest thing is get depth to see the big picture, right? And then reacted on the long arm action. The quarterback's moving his shoulders. You just want to weave to where his shoulders and take a peek at what he's looking at. If he's weaving there, take a peek at looking over there. And his shoulders pointed there, take a peek at what he's looking over there, right? And as you're pedaling, you weaving, and then once you see the long arm action, that's when you want to start breaking. His shoulders is going to point to where he's throwing, right? Yeah, it is unique, money. It is. Yeah, facts. You ain't lying. You can't let up anything. Better be zero allow. For real. Coach, in cover two press, where would you want your eyes to be and when? Okay, so in cover two press, right? Cover two press. You obviously want to force him inside. So you adjust your lineup outside leverage a little bit. Or if you want to be savvy, you line up inside leverage before the snap, you shift outside, which is fine, right? But the main thing is you want to try to force the receiver inside, right? If he's continuing to fight outside, we're not going to sit and fight with him the whole time. After 2-3 shuffles, we're going to step and hinge. We're going to look inside. Now, when we're looking inside, this is the key. You got to see number two. See number two. Number two's going vertical. We got to sink a little bit because we got to be underneath that whole shot, right? Number two goes out in. All right, we're just going to worry about number one. We're going to sink. If he goes vertical, we sink and look for something coming back across, right? If number two goes vertical, number one goes vertical, we keep sinking and read the QB. So as we're looking at two, we want to see two through the QB. The QB is going to tell us what he wants, what he's going to do. His shoulders are pointed high. He's looking for something deep. We're going to keep sinking. If he's going to throw anything to the flat, what is he going to do? He's going to turn his shoulders immediately. He's going to catch, turn his shoulders, and the shoulders are going to point to where we're going. Now, depending on the situation, right? 3rd and 10. We're not going to leave or the void to run to something in the flat immediately, right? We want to rally and tackle the flat before the sticks so we can get off the field. So, meaning, let's say it's 3rd and 15 or 3rd and 10, right? And number two runs a bubble and number one runs a fade, right? We're not going to jump the bubble immediately in 3rd and 15 and leave the safety to dry for that whole shot. We're going to sit and occupy that whole shot, right, and read the QB. Because now the QB is trying to get to the first down. So he's trying to find, all right, he can cover two. I'm going to try to aim it for that whole shot. Oh, the corner's sitting down, corner's sitting at the whole shot. He's going to turn the shoulders immediately to the flat. And that's when we want to break to it and we just go make the tackle, we off the field. But if you just leave your zone immediately, just attack the flat immediately in 3rd and 15, you got to remember the safety's coming from the hash all the way to the sideline. It's going to be tough for him to make that play. So you got to help your safety out and play that hole. Hope that answered your question. Who asked me that? Mosey. All right, Coach. What are bad numbers for DBs? All right, bad numbers. My opinion. See, it's tough. I'll say this: any number in the 80s as a DB, please, don't be a DB trying to play with number 80 some, unless that's the coach gave you some 80 something. Then, but any number in the 80s, yeah, stay away from there. Right. Now there's some cold 40s numbers, right? But not all 40 numbers are nice as a DB. You know, 30s you can get away with 30s. There ain't nothing too wrong about 30 numbers really. 20s obviously. You get in the teens, right? Single digits is definitely where you want to be at. The teens is work you could get away with that too. Teens are good, but 80s, just know it's disrespect. Six, I wore six. I wore six in high school. That was my number. Yeah, as a DB, I played safety in high school, but yeah. But 80s, yeah, don't be a DB wearing 80. I'm telling you, the offense is looking at you, number 80 something. All right, check fade, automatic. Coach don't even need to tell them. They already scheming it in the huddle by themselves. Check fade. All right. All right, I'm still mad we ain't get a session when I was in AZ training with Will, bro. Oh yeah, facts, bro. Next time I'm there, I'm making sure we definitely got to. Always. Hey, yeah, for sure. Definitely hit me next time for sure, and we'll definitely make that happen. In cover 3 corner, why do I always see DBs open up earlier than they would often? Yeah, so the reason why they're opening up earlier, and you could, because you want to get depth to see everything, but also you want to make sure if you can eliminate routes as you get in depth. Because if you open up late, you open up with this guy, number 2 might be gone already. So you got to open up early to be over top of the whole top of your zone, top of all routes in your zone, right? But if you open up late, let's say you open up late, he's running a hitch or a comeback, right? He runs a comeback, you open up late, and he's running that corner route, you're not going to be able to cover the corner route. So that's why they open up a little bit earlier, right? They open up a little earlier so they can see, all right, I can see number 1 in my peripherals, I can see number 2, and read the QB. 44 is tough. 44 is tough. You can never go wrong with single just facts. No 50s, yeah, L, yeah. They bet. I better not. I don't think I ever seen a DB wear number 50. 50. If you wear number 50 as a DB, you're not a DB. 36 is cool. I like 36. 50 as a DB, you can't. Nah. 50s is crazy. I seen it happen in JUCO, but dude was a baller, just hella under it. Okay, word. Yeah, JUCO is different. Like college is a little bit different. College and pros is a little bit different because end of the day you getting paid. You got to that level because you're actually good. You just got the number because you're luck of the draw, right? You know. But in high school, I mean, technically it's kind of the same thing. But like, if you're a dog, you're gonna get a decent number at least, right? Unless you go to IMG, everybody's nice or something like that. But, you know, it's a different story from there. Why does he get PI? So the league is a little bit different. And I think that's what he's transitioning with, Mr. B, is, college, you get away with a little bit more. But when you get to the league, it's very strict for pass interference, right? After 5 yards, you really can't really touch him. You know, and that's a habit you got a lot of young DBs, rookie DBs gotta break out of when they get to the league. You know. Yeah. Oh yeah. You're gonna get what you get. It don't matter. Yeah. I seen a couple of DBs with 80s, brother. But it's like those are the DBs that kind of play both ways. Their primary position is receiver, but a strictly one position DB, I haven't seen. Like, that's, if you get 80, then it's just like, oh, whoa. Ask you the best football state. uh, so, okay. Nah, I'm not going to be biased. I'm always going to keep it real. Best football state, for real, to me, in my opinion. You can't go wrong with Texas. Texas got it up, right? Now, I'm from Maryland. Don't sleep on Maryland ballers. Maryland got some ballers. All right. I'll just name a few. So Texas, Cali, Pennsylvania got some ballers. Florida, obviously. Florida. Um, Shoot. When you go up north, like, no offense to anybody who's in Maine or New Hampshire or Rhode Island, but football ain't it over there. All right, but I played. I went to Maine as college. It was different as college, but in high school, ain't it. I'll be real. But New York is okay. I would say, what's it called? Did I say? I said Cali, right? Cali, Washington's another one. Um, Georgia, I'm tripping. I don't forget Georgia. Georgia for sure. So those are the ones that really stand out to me for the best states football wise. All right. Let's see. All right, let's get back to this. Jersey, New Jersey got some ballers too. Jersey, they low key slept on a little bit. Jersey for sure. Not bad. See the hip drop. Finish the play. Bama. Yep. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm tripping. Bama for sure. Yeah, Bama got Louisiana. That area over there, they got some ballers. New Orleans. Oh, you gotta get out of. Oh man, we gotta get out of there. Yeah, we gotta close the space on this one. Not bad, not bad. Attack the ball. Good, good. I like it. Lean and locate. Oh, back shoulder. Back shoulder. That timing was. I ain't gonna lie. That back shoulder timing was actually really good. That was really good. Now I'll tell you this about back shoulders. That far shoulder has to turn towards you. All right. If you see that far shoulder turn towards you, back shoulder every time. So watch this. Let's slow it down real quick. Just watch him. Look at the front shoulder turning back towards you. It has to turn back toward you for the front shoulder. I mean back shoulder. I said front shoulder. All right. So that's a little. If you know a team that loves to throw back shoulders, as you're running with the receiver, keep an eye on that far shoulder. So as it turns towards you, as you're running with him, obviously you're gonna feel him slow down. He's gonna slow down. That far shoulder turns back shoulder every time. Mississippi. Mississippi, low key, okay. Got the most Hall of Famous. Yeah, you can't. Hey, that's a stat that you cannot argue with. I ain't gonna lie. I did not know that. I can't. I didn't know that. That's crazy. Oh, appreciate you, Mr. B. Michigan. Yes, Michigan do. See, there's a lot. Honestly, bro, there's so much states that got some ballers. It's crazy. Oh, come on. I don't want no ads. Double move. Here we go. Know the route. Yeah, he gonna throw that. He gonna throw that. Ain't nobody gonna say it, but it's something you gotta consider. How? Yeah, you got to for real. Coach in cover three. If it's only one receiver to my side after I get my restep, and would I get my eyes to? So if you got one receiver on your side in cover three, ideally it kind of turns into man, kinda. You still gonna zone turn though, right? But you still it turns into man, right? Because now you want to make sure you're in position to see the quarterback and the receiver, right? Now, when you're still gonna kind of read the QB a little bit, but you want to make sure you're able to see the receiver. You don't want to just be in position where you only see the receiver, right? Look for crosses. Exactly. That's why we zone turn. We want to look for crosses. Exactly. Always. Do y'all do dojo sessions? That's. I mean, I do. Yeah, we do training sessions. Yeah, for sure. Definitely do. If there's one to your side, be mindful of something most likely coming from the other. Exactly. Yep. Exactly. So that's why we zone turn. Oh, that's exactly why we zone turn. We don't want to man turn in this situation because now we won't see routes coming. We won't see the dig, the crossing our backside, all that stuff. If number one runs an in route immediately and the back comes out to run that wheel, right? You got to see that. Ah, react. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, we got to finish that. They're fools. Come back. Not bad. Is that the number receiver? Let's see. Oh. Why they got something like that? Yes, back to never. Exactly. Any zone coverage, really, you do not want to be in a position where you have your back to the quarterback. You'd be benched so fast. Facts. 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 Tips for catch technique. Staying square, moving laterally, kick stepping to meet the receiver at a point, get hands on. Put yourself in position to use your hands. That's the biggest thing. Oh my gosh. Straight jacket. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Man gave him like six combinations right there. Hold on. One, two, three, four, five, six. God. Sheesh, straight combos right there. That route's over by then. Why he run like that? That man was like, he ran a slant, but he was fading. Watch this. Watch how he runs this slant. Boom. And then he's like fading. That's the receiver's fault right there. Back out. Gotta see it, gotta see it, gotta see it. Why he pointing? Referee out here. Man, just ref out here. Look at her. Look at the referee. Yo, that's crazy. This go for any man, but money, keep your eyes on those hips. And even at distance. Don't let them have fakes. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Test for the slide by move. Wait, tips for the slide? Oh, kick slide. Okay. By move that we do. Is that what you talking about? Kick sliding? Money? Any tips for eye discipline? Biggest thing is eye discipline, right? Keeping your eyes down, right? What I do in press, this worked for me, is I look for a specific target to look at. So if I like to look at the near hip, right? Because if I'm protecting the leverage, I'm looking at near hip. I'm moving with that near hip. That helps me stay disciplined with my eyes, right? Because now if he moves, yes, my eyes might actually go zoom in from the near hip to the hips, but I'm moving with that near hip, right? Now, biggest thing is you got to know when to transition, right? As you transition, keeping your eyes down. That's going to help you. A lot of DBs, when the receiver gets off his release and they start running, the eyes go straight to their shoulders or their helmet, right? You got to keep your eyes down because you got to see the hip drop. 5, 10, 15. After 15-ish yards and he doesn't, his hip doesn't drop, that's when we know, okay, it's a fade. That's when we get in that lean and locate. The journey from the stadium to that random field was crazy. Damn storm. Damn. Sheesh, that's crazy. That's wild. Sheesh. Wish we saw that. No, the blow by move our receiver does. Coach, that's what I'm talking. Blow by move. Blow by move. Speed release. The oh, you talking about the what did they when they run that hitch or the comeback or in route. Damn, why can I not think of the word? Ah. Oh my god. I can't think of it. Find something small to lock in. Yep. For example, I'm inside leverage. I lock into the Nike. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yep. You look for something. Exactly. Yep. Fade dig option. See, this is what I'm talking about. Why one-on-ones be so offensive oriented, man. Is he bleeding? Look how he was setting his route, guys. Look at it. Watch how he set this route up. You could tell he's getting ready to break. Just watch how he starts to rise at the top. Getting tall. Oh. He get what? And then he drops his hip. This is what I'm talking about. We got to keep our eyes down on the hip because we got to react to the hip. The hip is the first thing that's gonna drop. If we look at his head, his shoulders, that's not the first thing that drops. We're not gonna be able to react quickly. Sorry. There we go. Deny it. Drive on it. Not bad. You could get 1 year film. You could get offer money. You ever had a wide receiver coach tell you to stop going for the ball because you were taking it? Had it happen to me. I feel like that should never happen. Stop going for the ball. That's weird. I don't know about that. That's weird. That ball's in the air. It's mine. I would not. Nah, I ain't letting that slide. In scout team versus varsity, I get good reps. How could I get the coach to acknowledge that? Because when I get my reps, he training with the VAR corner, so he not looking at me. Ooh. So I would say this: be consistently getting good reps. That's the tough part about being some scout team, guys. Is the coaches are so focused on the starters a lot that they don't realize what the scout players are doing. But for you to really stand out, you gotta consistently make plays, consistently show effort, consistently lock up the receivers. Make the first team, the starters, make it hell for them. That's what we gotta do. That's how you're gonna get noticed, right? And then when you go to one-on-ones or you all competition drills or even indie drills, make a statement by just going all out. Your technique looks good. You're strapping up doing one-on-ones, all that stuff. That's all gonna make the coaches like, damn, this dude actually got better. Damn, this dude's actually doing good. Damn, this dude's making plays against our ones. That's gonna help you get noticed. You know what I'm saying? Dude straight told me going for it because I was taking it off. Here's what I would see. This is D2M. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, he's probably got tired of his receivers getting locked up. And he was like, yeah, man, just let them catch the ball. That's crazy. What is scout team? Scout team is the team that's giving the starters a look. So the scout team is the team that are doing the coverage, the plays that the team that you're supposed to play that week is. That's scout team. He probably being at practice. Yeah, yeah. Dave, you're a fool. All right. You just open up immediately. That's too easy. Not bad. I like it. Not bad. I like it. That's actually a good rep. Good. See it. Shoulder. Good. Finish. That's a good rep. That's a good finish right there. Yes. It's giving the starters a look. Good. On it. Not bad. It's a good rep. Never see. Yes, exactly. Say it again. Even if he's not looking at you, he's looking at the film. Never assume you're not being evaluated. Facts. Facts, facts, facts. See, the thing is, when you get to college, guys, I'm telling you, that's how you're going to get noticed. That's how you're going to get noticed, bro. Like, I remember my redshirt freshman year. I ain't going to lie. My redshirt freshman, my true freshman year where I redshirted, that playbook, I gave up on that playbook right after, like, midway camp because it was just so confusing, right? But I'll tell you this, like, they tried it because they wanted me to play, but I just couldn't get that playbook. That playbook was just completely, it was a different language to me, for real. But I'll tell you that they knew I could play, and they were excited for me to really, when it's time for me to play, just of what I did on scout team. Like scout team, I'm going against our starters, and I made it a mission every single day that I was gonna make it hell for the offense. I'm gonna make plays. I'm gonna get an interception. I'm gonna lock up the receivers, and I just have fun and lock them up and talk trash, right? Because that at the end of the day, you're not only getting them better, but you're getting yourself better. Because when it's your time to get in the game, it's your time to start. You're gonna be like, damn, it's gonna be so much easier. But if you're just chilling, letting them beat you and everything, and they throwing touchdown on you and everything, it's low key. It's low key starts to create a bad habit, and your competition levels start to go down because you're not competing and you just chilling. For me, I never liked to lose at all. If it's one-on-one team, I'm going whatever coverage I'm in. I did not like to lose my rep. So I made it a habit that I was going to win every single time I get on the rep. Obviously, yes, they got the best out of me certain days. They got the best of me this play. But I made them better. It helped the team and helped us get wins. But also, it helped me get better, helped me learn the game faster, especially in college. Because the transition from high school to college, guys, is not necessarily um, it's not necessarily the size or how big this guy is, how fast it is. Everybody's fast. Everybody's strong. It's what you can do and process up here, right? How fast you can react. How fast you react. How fast you learn your film and apply it in the game. What do you see? The tendencies. All that stuff is what separates the good college plays to the great college plays, right? The good high school plays to the great high school plays. The good pros to the great pros, right? That's all it is. It's up what you process up here, how fast you can react and process the information, you know? Try being a walk-on in the SEC and never getting the actual playbook till you're in the, whoa, and your player of the week, and then they realize they never gave you the playbook because no one expected. See? That's crazy. That's wild. That is wild. You know, but hey, sometimes you gotta make them notice you, right? You gotta make them notice you without having any other way of noticing you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta just be a force and just be like, you're gonna notice me one way or another, right? That's how it is. You know, it's unfortunate. It's not. I don't want to say it's not fair, but that's life. Things ain't gonna happen easy. Right? It's not going to be easy for you guys to get noticed. It's not going to be easy for you guys to take someone's starting position, right? You got to make it by taking someone's reps. You got to make it by proving yourself every single day. And it might take the whole season for you to prove yourself. But when that next time the opportunity comes, you might realize, damn, let's actually give this guy a chance. You just got to be consistent and keep going, guys. You can't just be like, damn, coach ain't noticed me this week. I ain't going to play and just shut down. It's a long season. You never know. Literally, if you're a second string, you're literally one play away from playing. You got to think about that. You one play away. So you got to just keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You never know what can happen. I remember I was a second string my college my redshirt freshman year. My redshirt freshman year. I was second string, but I was rotating in that corner. And I always felt like I should start. I always felt like it. But hey, I was still getting playing time. I wasn't really too upset, but I wanted to be starter. But it didn't happen, right? But there was one game, literally I practiced with the twos all week. I rotated with the ones, and legit probably 30 minutes before game time, my coach comes up to me and be like, hey, X, you're going to start this game. I'm like, damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Imagine if I was just been chilling throughout the whole week, didn't practice hard, was just chilling, and didn't prepare myself for the moment. He told me 30 minutes before the game, I'm starting this game. If I didn't prepare for myself for the moment, I would have got cooked that whole game. But I prepared myself, and I prepared myself as a starter. And when I got into the game, I had a great game. I think I had like 8, 9 tackles, 2 PBUs. I dropped a pick, unfortunately. God dang. You know what I'm saying? But I did my thing. And I got noticed. And then the coach is like, yeah, we're going to have to put this guy more. I started a couple more games after that. I was getting more reps on defense just because I was ready for that moment. You know, every football player is going to have a moment in their career where it's like they could really change your career and skyrocket yourself up here or bring you right back down. But how you prepare for that moment, you never know what that moment could be. It could be next year. It could be 2 years from now. But if you prepare yourself and that moment happens, you get that opportunity, you just got to go with it and run with it and never look back. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. That's how it is, guys. You got to prepare yourself for the moment because you just don't know. You don't want that moment to come and you're not ready for it, right? You got to prepare yourself. So when you're not starting, when you're not playing, you know, you're just practicing and you're chilling and don't practice, just know somebody's evaluating you one way or another, right? Somebody's evaluating you, even if it's not at the moment, like always said, it might be doing film. He might just be watching film. Damn, that's a great play by him. Damn, and he just keeps seeing it. Damn, like, you know what I'm saying? He's seeing all the great plays you're doing. Then he's going to be like, all right, let's see. Let's maybe give this guy a shot, you know? All right, I watched the new vid, but I still need more tips to stop overthinking. So I mean, more tips for you not overthinking. It's literally, I don't want to say literally, but it's just more of how you prepare yourself, man. Right? Being confident. The confidence is the key. Confidence, and you prepare yourself. Right? Watching film obviously is going to make a huge different impact. But preparing yourself to be successful, preparing yourself for the play, how you analyze what you see, your pre-snap reads, all that stuff makes a huge role. And you just gotta trust what you see, guys. A lot of guys, I can't stress this enough. How many times I hear like, "Coach, I knew they're gonna run this route, and I didn't trust myself. I knew it, but I hesitated." If all the keys lines up for them to run that route, run that play, trust it. Know the down and distance. Okay. Know the wide receiver's alignment. Know the situation. Bottom the numbers. 3rd and 5. They run a hitch. Know it. It's all the keys. He's on the near hash. Bottom the numbers. He's running a hitch. 3rd and 5. Right there, you should know, okay, how many times did I see this play? Out of all this formation, this situation, they ran it 6 out of 9 or 6 out of 8 times. I'm taking my chances. I know it's a hitch. Get ready for the hitch, right? But if you hesitate, you're thinking, I don't know, I don't know. Once you do that, you're not gonna make the play, right? So you gotta understand that you just gotta be confident, and you gotta study the film so good that you're confident in what you see in your pre-snap reads, and you're gonna be able to make that play, all right? So we don't have time as DBs. We don't have time to second guess ourselves or hesitate. We play a game where we just strictly react. All our game is reacting to what the receiver does or what the offense do. So if we are reacting and on top of that thinking and on top of that hesitant about what we see, that's all the offense need, right? That's all what the offense need. My fault. I should have my moment this season, but sadly I got hurt. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, man, that's part of the game, cousin. But I'll tell you this, that your moment gonna come, and you just know when that moment come, you're gonna be ready, right? This is the thing. When injuries happen, it's a blessing and a curse at sometimes. Because a lot of people think when they got hurt, like, damn, it's over, blah, blah, blah. Yes, you might be out for some time, but there's ways you can get better. I'll tell you this, when I got hurt in college, I never felt like going into my senior year, I felt so confident. And I got hurt. But the film study I did, and games became so much easier because I was watching it from a different perspective, right? I was next to my coach, and I'm listening to what my coach see. I'm starting to understand why he's calling this play, why he's doing this. And I'm starting to see what the offense is doing. And that, when I got back on the field, I'm telling you, the game became so much easier. Just because I was not in the moment playing, but I was moment just observing and trying to study what the offense is doing, what the team is doing, how they're attacking this situation, how they're attacking this coverage, how they're attacking this play, this blitz, all that stuff. And that, I'm telling you guys, that made my game, it made it so much easier. You know what I'm saying? And, sometimes we need that. We need a moment where we could just all right, let's take a step back and let's really see what we can do. How can we get better? And mentally, that helped us, right? Helped me understand the game more and helped me see plays and react quicker, right? Yeah, minor setback for major come. Facts, money. For sure, for sure. I started the whole season, then our coach got fired. The new coaches don't know what they're doing. Oof. I mean, oh man, that's one of those things. It's just it's tough. It's like you got to start from ground zero, right? Just remember, if it's a new coach, you got to prove yourself again, right? You got to prove it all over again. The same way you prove that your old coaches, you got to do it again, right? That you got to be that guy that go all out every play, every practice rep, try to stand out. Do that. You got to take somebody else's spot, That's how it is sometimes, unfortunately, especially in the pros too. Like in college too, coaches get fired or bring new people. They got their guys. It's like you gotta reapply for your position. You know what I'm saying? All right. Oh, Snoop, I gotta go. Uh-oh. All right, we're gonna watch a couple more plays. Finish. Good finish. That's good finish right there. All right, we're going to end on that, actually. Hey, I got to go, guys, but appreciate you tuning in. We're going to end on that play right there. Make sure to follow us on IG, TikTok, Twitter, and Twitch. Sub to the YouTube channel if you haven't. Enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. Stay blessed. Good luck this upcoming week if you have any games. Keep doing your thing. Have a great week of practice, guys. Remember, practice like you want to win. Practice and study film and be ready for your moment. You already know. Stay blessed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. I personally, money, I like to keep my hands down just because I like to move my feet first and then shoot my hands. I had a bad habit of keeping my hands up and immediately shoot my hands. Personally, now it's all up to you. Like if you can keep your hands disciplined and move your feet and shoot your hands, that's fine, right? But personally, I like to have my hands down, right? because I always like to press with my feet. So I put myself in position first to use my feet. You know, some people like to keep their hands up. Yeah, so I mean, some coaches, it's not necessarily, it's not a bad thing to have your hands up, but me personally, I like to keep it down, right? He's not, because you're not like that. That's crazy. You know, yeah. So that's funny. Well, if you get to that point, you know what I'm saying, work to get to that point where you can keep your hands down. You know what I'm saying? But all right, I'll catch y'all later though.